Alright, let's start the scenario. The scenario starts when everyone gets wished back to or wished to to Earth, and then there's anger that Vegeta's here and he wants to kill him. This is the first time he's ever felt such hate for someone. Because remember, Vegeta did kill a lot of Namex. So he consults Piccolo, and Piccolo refuses to train him because he feels Dende has now gained evil in his heart. And I'm gonna say after a week, Dende finds Mercenary Ta and Master Shin, and he senses that they're strong for humans, and he gets them to agree to train them, and they're kind of afraid at the same time because he looks like King Piccolo. And after nearly months, he goes back to he goes to New Namek with them, and after 4 months pass, he uses the Namekian Dragon Balls to wish for a warrior type clone of himself with all his memories. And then he wishes for a gravity machine, just like the one Vegeta would have had. And then he wished for a lifetime supply of sensibility, like a container that would have, and he just trains relentlessly. Now I'm gonna say that prior to, like he comes back to where the Namex are at Capital Corp originally, a day before they're gonna make the wish, and he inquires a lot of things from Piccolo and all of them, and he finds out in Kais. I'm gonna say during the sometime like say a year after, he wishes to be teleported to King Kai's planet, and then makes the wish to basically be teleported back after another year. He turned there, and he obviously kept the gravity machine with him. I'm gonna say during this time he wished for the gravity machine to be capsulized to make it easy to carry. He's there with his clone, of course. They train to learn the Kaioken, and then after another year passed, um, they wish for no, I wouldn't say another year, but 6 months instead of a year. They make a wish, or they contact the other Namex through King Kai and make a wish to find out all the methods in the universe of getting stronger. And now they're thinking about it. They know this in great detail. They know about the hyperbolic time chamber because of this. And after thinking about it in great detail, he makes a second wish. He wishes for Typo or Mercenary Tao and his brother to become Namix, and then the third wish is to be completely um, loyal to him, basically. And then through King Kai, he orders them to train as hard as they can, while giving them some tips. And then, he just continues to train to the point where when Android Saga is about to happen, eventually it plays out as per normal because he's obviously Dende is not on Earth, but he refuses to become Guardian, right? And then someone else reluctantly decides to become Guardian. And then they continue to train for, let's say, 4 more years. So it's 4 years since Cell would have died by now. And he's made some more wishes. He learned all kinds of techniques, including the instant transmission. Because he said, why not? Why not use the Dragon Balls to better themselves, right? And by now, he's long since teleported Typo and some of his students to Earth, right? Sorry, I mean Namek. And have them train, wish for more gravity machines, and they have a lifetime supply, like the supply that will basically last almost forever of sensory beings. And they abuse the fuck out of them. And then they decides it's time. It's time to murder Vegeta as brutally as possible. But they gotta do one last thing. And he goes into the he tries to teleport to Earth. He uses the hyperbolic time chamber. Along with Type Mercenary Toe and Master Shin who have now merged. They merged like say a day before. They go in there with him for they spend the 2 years there. Teleport back. And then Dende goes with one of the warrior dynamics. I'm gonna say the students of Shin, by the way, are about let's say 100 students, who to Dende, they have decided to acquire. These guys are all evil, so Dende feels no qualm about using them, by the way, and turning them into these Namekian slaves. They're all warrior time Nameks, of course. So the dragon type Dende, the original one, goes with say the strongest, because he knows Shin's transmission as well. He goes with the strongest warrior Namek on the actual planet, the true Namek, not one of the ones that were turned into a Namek. And after asking him, he agrees, and the train comes a lot stronger. By the way, of course, the strongest is the warrior type Dende, right? His power level, I'm gonna say his power level is in the millions at least. It's reasonable in my opinion. It's a high millions actually. So then they all merge into the warrior Dende. And he gets a big boost. I'm gonna say on average, these 4 years, these students themselves are in the hundreds of thousands in terms of power level. Because again, they're abusing the fuck out of the senses. Typos, even before merging, right? And his brother Shen were in the millions. So after that, he decides no, it's not enough yet, and he trains for 4 more months, and then gathers his dragon, the Namekian dragon balls. He wishes to find exactly where Guru is in other worlds, uses the intention and goes there. And reluctantly, he has, he decides to unlock Dendy's potential. So he gets much stronger, and now Dennis is there. No, I'm ready. No, Vegeta is going to die by my hands. And I'll leave it off for here. If I get enough of a response, I'll make a part 2, hopefully.